my path straight. I know, I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. When I am up, when I am down, when life turns me around, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I be walking in circles in my mind? But I know God will make my path straight. I know I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. I'm confident. My God can. I'm confident. My God can. I know. God will make my path straight. I know. I'm gonna shout and praise. I know. God will make my path straight. I know. I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Yes, He can. Over and over and over again. I'm confident. My God can. I'm confident. My God can. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again.
Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're going to be talking about trust, while also taking a look at the story of a guy who had a far-reaching dream. Oh, and we're also going to be flying high. Hey there, I'm Amaya.
And I'm Zeke.
And today we're talking about trust, which is putting your confidence in someone you can depend on.
And I'm depending on you to tell me what we're doing today.
Have you ever been to the circus?
Oh, I went once.
And what was the coolest part?
Oh, there were these guys getting shot out of cannons and other dudes doing crazy tricks on motorcycles and lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
But what about the acrobat?
Oh yes, they were awesome sauce.
Did you just say awesome sauce?
Hey, it's in the dictionary.
Awesome sauce! Extremely good! Excellent!
Okay, your point. Acrobats are legit awesome sauce. And they had to be super strong and athletic and flexible and graceful all at the same time.
Oh, that must take a lot of work.
Exactly. And the most amazing thing is we get to talk to an acrobat today.
No way!
Yes, wait. Her name is Grayson, and I'm calling her right now.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
Grayson. We are so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So you're an acrobat?
Yes, so I do all kinds of aerial work on trapeze, silks, lyra.
The what now?
Oh, well, I think I can show you guys some pictures. Trapeze, silks, and lyra.
Wow. How do you even start doing stuff like that?
Well, my friend had a birthday party at the circus gym, and I fell in love with it.
How'd you even know how to do it?
I had coaches to help me, so they got me started with a lot of the basics. Stuff like balance and strength training.
Like pull-ups and stuff?
Yes, lots and lots of pull-ups. You have to build up a lot of strength if you want to trust your body when you're in the air.
Trusting the trapeze.
For sure. So all of the apparatuses have to be tested a lot before we can trust that they're safe. Plus, we have big mats in case we do fall.
Wait, so you have to trust your training and the apparatus? What about the people you work with?
Well, there's my duo partner, Parker. I have to trust him a lot when he's throwing me in the air.
Wait. Parker, he throws you like through the air?
Yes. So I was terrified the first time we did it. But we started by practicing in spotting lines. They're like safety ropes to keep me up in case I do fall.
Wow! So you have to trust your coach and your partner, plus the spotting lines, plus your training and the apparatus?
All at once. So we have to communicate about everything.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Grayson. Before you go, can you show us some of your work?
Yes, I'd love to.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Grayson.
So cool.
Thank you guys for having me. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Think you and I could do that?
I don't think I have that much trust.
Well, speaking of trust, it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the very first book of the Old Testament, Genesis. God's amazing world was broken by sin.
But God chose Abraham and his wife Sarah and promised to bless the whole world through their family.
And after waiting for a long time, Abraham and Sarah had a baby named Isaac.
When Isaac grew up, he had twin boys, Jacob and Esau, who didn't exactly get along. And that's where our story starts.
Hey, we're ready.
Hey everybody, I'm Brian.
Hi, Brian. We want to hear what's up with Jacob and Esau.
Oh boy. Okay, these guys had it in for each other from the start. They wrestled while they were babies inside their mom. I mean, when Esau came out first, Jacob was holding onto his heel.
And they were like super different, right?
Oh yeah. Esau was really hairy while Jacob was smooth-skinned. And as they grew up, Esau loved to hunt while Jacob preferred to stay close to home. Now, Esau was the older brother by just a few minutes. This meant he had special rights to money and property and even leading the family one day. But he was such a hothead, he didn't always stop to think. Now one day Esau was out hunting and didn't get anything. And by the time he got home, he was super hungry. Jacob had just cooked up a pot of delicious red stew, and Esau begged him for some.
Sell me your rights as the oldest. Fine. I'll die if I don't get something to eat.
Esau threw away something really valuable for a bowl of soup. I bet he regretted that big time once his stomach was full. And things did not get any better between the brothers. Their father Isaac was very old, and he wanted to pass on a special blessing to his oldest son. So he sent Esau to go hunt and prepare him a tasty meal first. Now, this is where things get squirrely because Isaac's wife, Rebecca, overheard. And while parents are not supposed to have a favorite kid, Jacob was definitely Rebecca's fave. Rebecca came up with a crazy plan.
Your father sent Esau to hunt wild game and prepare a meal so your father can bless him. Hunting will take Esau all day, so I want you to choose 2 goats from the flock. I'll cook them up, and you can pretend to be Esau and take the blessing. Your father's eyesight is so bad, he won't know.
But what if he touches me? My skin isn't hairy like Esau's.
We'll cover your arms and hands with goat skin.
Cool.
Pretty wild, right? But Jacob did just what Rebecca told him. And sure enough, Isaac gave his blessing to Jacob. At last, Esau showed up.
If you're Esau who just brought me a meal, I gave him my blessing.
It wasn't me.
Then your brother tricked me.
First he took my rights as the oldest. Now he's taken my blessing. Dad's gonna be gone soon. Then I'll be in charge, and I'll get rid of Jacob.
Jacob had won birthrights and a blessing all by being sneaky. But he had made an enemy of his older brother. Rebekah wanted to keep her favorite son safe.
Esau is going to try to get rid of you, so I want you to run away to my brother Laban in Haran.
But I don't know him. I've never been away from home.
Just do it. Stay with him until Esau cools down.
Okay.
Okay, imagine you're Jacob. You got what you wanted, but it's backfired. You've got to leave home and everything you know. It's a pretty scary place to be. Jacob set off through the wilderness with nothing but his own thoughts.
What's gonna happen to me?
By nighttime, Jacob arrived at...
The middle of nowhere?
With no place to stay, Jacob curled up on the hard ground with nothing but a stone for a pillow.
Neck crick.
But as Jacob slept, the most incredible thing happened. He saw a vision from God. In the vision, a broad stairway reached from the earth all the way up into heaven. Shining angels climbed up and down in a parade that dazzled Jacob's eyes. And most amazing of all, the Lord stood beside the staircase. Now, if you are Jacob, you may not be sure what God thinks of you. I mean, God has promised to bless the whole world through your family, but you've done some pretty sneaky things along the way. God might decide to go back on that promise. Then, the Lord spoke to Jacob.
I am the Lord. I am the God of Abraham and Isaac. I will give you and your children the land you are lying on. They will be like the dust of the earth that can't be counted. All nations on earth will be blessed because of you. I am with you. I will watch over you everywhere you go. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised.
The light faded, the vision disappeared, and Jacob woke up.
The Lord is surely in this place.
Early the next morning, Jacob took the stone he had used as a pillow and set it up as an altar for God.
May God be with me and do as he has promised. Then you, Lord, will be my God.
Then Jacob continued on his journey to Haran, and that's the end. For now.
Okay, so Jacob was kind of messed up.
Yeah, but even though Jacob made a lot of not so great choices, God was still with him. God still had a plan to bless the whole world, and Jacob was part of that, even though he was not perfect. Many hundreds of years later, Jesus was born into Jacob's family line. It's a story that we're still part of.
So, what is our part in that story?
Well, you can trust that God has a plan, even when it's hard to see the path ahead.
So, maybe you and your best friend had a fight. You can still trust that God loves both of you and that he is there with both of you as well. You just need some time to cool down.
Or maybe you're struggling at home or school or really anywhere and you just don't know what to do. You can trust that God knows. God is in control.
Yep. We don't always get to know the details of God's plans, but we do know God promises to make everything right in the end.
Even if we mess up along the way.
I think you've got it. I'm off.
So here's the thing. You can trust that God has a plan no matter what's going on.
Got it. Now, do you think we can fit a trapeze in here?
I mean, Grayson is so good. Let's just watch her some more.
Awesome sauce. See you next time.
my path straight. I know, I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. When I am up, when I am down, when life turns me around, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I be walking in circles in my mind? But I know God will make my path straight. I know I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. I'm confident. My God can. I'm confident. My God can. I know. God will make my path straight. I know. I'm gonna shout and praise. I know. God will make my path straight. I know. I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Yes, He can. Over and over and over again. I'm confident. My God can. I'm confident. My God can. Over and over and over I can trust Him. Over and over and over again.
Oh, hello. I'm John, and welcome back to The Joy of Art. Today we're going to take something beautiful, something perfect, something delicious, a real work of art, the circus peanut, and use it to create a whole new piece of art. Let's give it a try, shall we? Just look at these happy little circus peanuts. They're all saying, "Hey, come to the circus. It's an amazing place. There's a person here who can wrestle squirrels and another who can shoot fire out their ears." Isn't that wonderful? Now what we're going to do is just get them a little sticky. Just like that. Isn't that nice? It tastes like delicious fake orange. Yummy. Once it's sticky, place it anywhere on the canvas. Let the circus peanut tell you where it wants to go. Happy. There we go. Oh, perfect. Just like that. Now continue the process. This is going to be fun. Circus peanut. Oh, okay. I hear you, circus peanut friends. They're telling me my art is done and they're ready to be seen. Why don't we take a look at what we've created? Oh, I think I'll call this piece Sad Clown at the Circus. Because doesn't he look like a happy little sad clown? I love it when the art comes to life like that. Welcome to the So&So Show!
I'm Brandon, that's John,
Me.
and we are excited about today's show.
Well, as always,
Yeah.
except that today is something special. Today we get to announce something we've been working on for years.
Yeah, months even. You see, John and I have a little pet project.
Yeah, but that pet project has grown into a full-size St. Bernard, and we can no longer keep it hidden inside his little crate. It's time for it to be set free!
With up-to-date shots, a license, and a proper leash, of course.
Of course. Shall I tell them?
Oh yeah, be my guest.
Okay, so you may have noticed Brandon and I are wearing these amazing and handsome-looking turtlenecks. That's because, drumroll, our very first musical, Warm Necks, the history of the turtleneck, is finally getting produced!
You heard him right. John and I have been working tirelessly on bringing the amazing and fascinating history of the turtleneck to musical life.
Yeah, let's give them a little taste.
Oh, you think so?
I do. It started in the Dark Ages when knights suffered severe chafing while wearing chainmail.
As a result, a garment that could protect the neck and torso from rough and heavy metal was born.
It's the Dark Age life for us.
It's the Dark Age life for us.
Instead of cheering, we get chafed.
Instead of knighthood, we're disgraced. It's the Dark Age life.
In the 1700s, the turtleneck switched from being a status symbol to something more practical and worn in the winter.
Let it snow, let it snow. This turtleneck can grow. Then, in the 1800s, the fashion moved into the sports world, where the first football uniforms were not V-necks, but the illustrious turtleneck.
We don't talk about V-necks, necks. We don't talk about V-necks. In the 1950s, the fashion world was trying to get rid of the outdated turtleneck. But the hero of our story, Finn Maurice Bambana, an artist born in South Detroit, with nothing but a cold neck and a dream, kept the turtleneck alive.
I am not throwing away my shirt. I am not throwing away my shirt. Even though it may look silly, keeps my neck from being chilly.
And I'm not throwing away my shirt. Anyway, that was just a taste, an amuse-bouche, if you will. A warm neck's the history of the turtleneck. Ooh, boy. It's a heartbreaking yet hilarious tale of the endearing garment and the people who wore it.
And it's going to be coming to an off-Broadway theater, not near or possibly near you.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
That's right. It's the producer. Okay. Hello, it's John. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, sounds good. We'll do that. We'll see ya.
What'd he say?
He just called to say he's not producing the musical. But on a positive note.
There's a positive note?
He said he was sure there was someone out there who could possibly like it. Somewhere.
Great.
Yeah. That's the last time we try something like that.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys! Man, it was tough to hear about your turtleneck musical. I really thought you had something there.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah, pretty disappointed. Thanks for bringing it up again.
You got a story for us?
I do, and maybe it will help. It's about two brothers who had a pretty rocky relationship, but really it's about a bigger plan.
This is the story of two brothers, Jacob and Esau.
This wasn't a part of my plan.
Betrayal, anger, revenge, and a dream that would change the world forever.
Wow.
All this and more on Behind the Bible. Jacob and Esau were the two sons of Isaac and Rebekah. Though they were twins, they were very different. Esau loved hunting and being outside, while Jacob enjoyed cooking and being indoors.
I think I should point out here that Esau was just a little bit older than Jacob. And at that time, being the firstborn son in the family was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I just.
Just like narrating stories is a big deal to me, by myself, without interruption.
Oh. Carry on.
As the firstborn, Esau had the birthright to become the leader of the family when his father died. But Jacob came up with a plan to take the birthright for himself.
This is going to make me sound kind of sneaky, but hey, I saw an opportunity and I took it. You see, I was making this red lentil stew one day when Esau came in from outside and he was hungry. Yeah, I was hungry. Hadn't eaten for, I don't know, hours. Felt like days. And when I came in and smelled that stew, I was like, well, I gotta have some of that now. So I said, you want some stew? Fine. Sell me your birthright. And he did. I was like, I'm practically dying of hunger right now. What good is a birthright if I'm not alive to use it? Give me some of that stew. So I sold my birthright to Jacob. Stew was good though.
For just a bowl of stew, Esau traded all of his rights as the oldest son to his brother, Jacob.
But that wasn't the last time Jacob took something that belonged to Esau. Later,
listen, I didn't go to 4 years of narrator college for nothing. Just let me do my job.
There's a narrator college?
Later, when Jacob and Esau's father was very old, he called Esau to his side.
Dad was old. He was weak. Couldn't see very well. And he said to me, son, I don't know when I'm going to die. Go hunting for me and cook me a meal. Then I'll give you my blessing before I die. So I went out hunting. Didn't think for a second Jacob would betray me. Yeah, so I know parents aren't supposed to have favorites, but Mom liked me best. And when she overheard my father promising to bless Esau, she wasn't satisfied. She wanted my father to bless me instead. Now, we're twins and my father didn't see so well, so she thought I could just pretend to be Esau. But he has way more hair than me. So, she covered me with the skins of a goat. That way my skin would seem hairy like Esau's. And it worked. I told my father I was Esau and he believed me. And he gave me his blessing.
Jacob had bought Esau's birthright for a bowl of stew, and then he tricked Esau out of his father's blessing. And when Esau found out,
I was so mad! I wanted to. I was so mad. I'm pretty sure Esau wanted to kill me after that. So, I ran away.
Yeah, so Jacob hadn't been a very good brother. He lied, tricked, and manipulated to get what he wanted.
You know what I want?
Yeah, narrator, college.
Jacob ran away from home, and he found himself alone in the middle of nowhere with nothing but a rock for a pillow. As he slept, something amazing happened.
I had a dream, a vision from God. No, there was this big stairway, and it reached all the way to heaven, and there were angels going up and down the stairs, and the Lord was standing there. The Lord said, I am the Lord of your grandfather Abraham and the God of your father Isaac. Your descendants will be like the dust of the earth that can't be counted. All nations will be blessed because of you and your family. I am with you. I will watch over you everywhere you go. After all I'd done, all the sneaky stuff, the lies, God promised to still be with me. I had been trying to make things happen on my own, but God had a bigger plan for me. So I took my rock pillow and set it up as a sacred stone. And I promised right then and there to have faith in God.
God really did have a bigger plan for Jacob and his family, a plan to bless the whole world. One of Jacob's descendants was Jesus, who died to pay for the sins of the world. Did Jacob make bad choices? Yes. Could Jacob still be a part of God's plan? 100% yes. God loves us no matter what, and you can trust that God has a plan.
That was really good. Which narrator college did you go to?
Oh, self-taught.
This has been Behind the Bible. Goodbye.
What'd you guys think?
Well, I love that Jacob wasn't even close to being perfect, and yet he was still part of God's big plan.
I think it's great just to be reminded that there is a plan.
Yep, because you're going to have disappointments and bad days. It's going to happen. But what we can trust is that God has an ultimate plan to make things right in the world, and that hasn't and won't change.
Good to know. Thanks, Kellen.
You bet. I'll see you guys next time.
You know, I am disappointed about the musical, but I'm not going to give up.
Yeah. We've only tried one producer
Yeah.
and one musical. We've got way more ideas in us. We could write a musical about tube socks.
Yeah, or jorts.
Or some non-clothing item, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, but the important thing to remember is that God has always had a plan, so we can put our trust in God.
Right on.
So,
yeah.
Reveal the question. Why are plans important?
Well, if you're planning for a trip, it helps to know where you're going, how to pack, what snacks to take.
Or when you're planning to build something, it's great to know what tools you'll need and the order to put things together.
When someone has a plan, it's easier to trust them because they've put thought into where they're going and what they're doing.
So talk about it with each other. Why are plans important? And we'll see you next week for a brand new show.
See ya.
They are short.